Little juice out here, you know.
This is as best as they will get.
All right, I think I'm getting a little better. Right.
So what I'm saying is that, I mean, we are paying these people out of our own pocket to serve and protect us. And to see something like this here, right? And they have no remorse. I mean, even if it's for the gentleman, think of the children. Look how the children getting his two little babies, as the gentleman said. I mean, it's heartbreaking. I was in tears for a minute there, hearing this thing playing on the radio, and I first I look at this morning because a normal routine, I will brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, and sit down and go on Facebook for a little while, and you know, and I watched this thing all through, and I mean, it was. I tried to get in touch with to see if I could get a number or something to call, and up come this morning, you started to talk about it, and this is how I decided to reach out. I mean, they're supposed to be serving us, not taking advantage of us. They could have approached this thing much better than that. And Gary Griffith and the Commissioner and the Minister of National Security supposed to look into this rather than forget the gentleman, but look into the attitude and behavior of these people.
But my whole thing, Needles, what you doing there? You're the police. So now we can report issues straight to the army base?
This is it. I mean, could we really go to these people and talk about reach out to them and give them information? It's sad to see that they're coming and here and doing
But the landlord himself, is that the way you will go through this?
Listen,
Why don't you go to the station and make a report? You bring 3 soldiers. What the soldiers? Where the soldiers? Are they your friends?
I'm not even putting the landlord in the picture because he just concerned, he have his own concern, right? He have his own concern. What I am saying, these people are trained and they're supposed to have more discipline than what they do there. Plenty more discipline. And for that, I figure they should even lose their job and all. Because it shows no kind of remorse, no kind of respect for the country and for the people of this nation.
That reminded us of the same thing with the earlier part of this coronavirus. When they took to the streets to tell the gentleman, push up, drink the punching, and do what is this? Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to my sister.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yeah, and good morning to each and everyone when my voice is heard. I listen to those children. You see the children in them?
That's my concern, and you see the children?
Yeah, the children in them, yeah. Because see this election had gone there, I come out, I forget all my work, and I come out and fight to make sure that Kamala and them did not get back into power. Because you see the children, they would have suffered. They would have suffered. And you see sometimes, parents, man and no man, a lot of giving to some things. The long as these children is involved, somebody at the humble. Everybody can have a fire rage. Otherwise, if everybody have a fire rage, that is it does end up too. One take aside, they forget the children, but they're fighting between themselves. Yeah, the children, them are crying, they're bawling. I feel sorry for them, because you know why? They are innocent. The Bible tells us, suffer little children
to come unto
me. And forbid them not, because such is the kingdom of God. God, look at children. God, those children innocent, they don't know nothing, you know. All they know, they want to be the father and say, don't leave me. Daddy, don't leave me. I want to go with it. I want to know. And this thing, and if they say that the soldiers go there, soldiers have no authority to arrest nobody. If it's something like that, the police has to intervene. Let Gary Griffith over the movie there one time. That's why I go to the police very carefully now, you know. Because I see, if I have a house, like a house I see down in the Philippines, always remember your children. Your children is your inheritance. You have to see about them. Forget all the arguments on them. One wrong, one right. But let us get together. And do you know what old people did that?
Come back.
To keep the children. To keep the children alive. And to keep them together. Okay, have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. All right, so caller, good morning. Just to let you know, guys, hold on, Bridget, hold on. We're up and running. We're on Facebook. You can go to Facebook and see me live in studio. You can go to the YouTube and find me on YouTube. Street live stream. Oh gosh, well, it was going crazy. And I am hoping that Tobago should be up soon, but we on. The internet has come back, so we gone. Go ahead, Bridget.
Yes, Miss Sharon, it hurt me in my bottom of my heart, you know. I cry, you know. But, you know, that's why I always saying, God have something in store for you, Miss Sharon. You have work to do, you know. God, are you here for a purpose? Telling me, of course, raising. I'm sure I didn't see the papers here because he was telling Baker and all the girls that who on the streets where the uncle put out the 7 of them on the street. That was what we was living downstairs because the fire. Last week on the 20, I think it's the 25th. Yes. The uncle put them out, get them a rescue, and then bring bailiff and put them on the street. Them on all on the street. Yesterday papers and all, they're back in the papers again. And I you know, would make me cry. Yeah, and I'll be trying to cry. And Daddy, I could come with you, Daddy. I want to bring the puppy. And I said, my little girl, you had to make Granny crying. I said, it touched me. Little children, Andrew boy, supper little children to come unto the boy. Oh my. But he got meet it, you know. He got meet it, and those officers and them who come in, the friends and them, I know because I see that play off already in Bond Road already years back. Yeah? And they should get called in. Yes, they should call in. That is wickedness. Wickedness. When people feel happiness one way, another sorrow somewhere else. Miss Sharon, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. Showers of blessing will flow on you. You hear me, Sharon? Trinidad and Tobago. Blessed love.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Michelle.
Okay, so we're up and running on our Facebook page, the Street 919 FM. People, please share the live. We have lost just about an hour and 30 minutes. So we're back on. I'm going to replay for you. So persons who were not on and couldn't hear at all, like all our foreign listeners and viewers, I'm going to play it back. Secondly, I'm going to ask to put up the video so you can see. No, I have to play the voice because I can put up the video because you all will be seeing it on Facebook and on YouTube. All right? So I'll put it up for you to see. I may be able to hear it. And you'll understand. And this was a gentleman who alive came up with him and his 2 children and being asked to leave an apartment that he was granted to live in for a year. And there was a discrepancy in the neighbor and so on. And the landlord brought 3 soldiers to put him out of the place, and it went into a different realm. Caller, good morning.
I'm not saying much. All I said, my son is at the going yard, and I know Caller and tell him about. He said they have no right to go there and do that.
They have no right to do that.
They have no right to go. They have no right to go there and do that. You understand? But once they hear the children crying and think they're supposed to leave and go and try to be correct thing. Why is this man doing this man that?
Thank you very much. And let me tell you, the guy who called us a while ago, I called Needles. Needles have opened up with an apartment that he have and he want to help. So after the program, I'll have a 3-way conversation with Needles and the gentleman because I want to let him know you'd be doing this on goodness of the heart, and we have to work with him besides that. I don't know if you all heard. We have to work with him besides that to work on his attitude. He admitted to us that he has an attitude problem and so on, and maybe that's the reason why the lady left. But still, I'm not leaving my children. And then he said he called her. Yesterday when we spoke, he called her, asking her to take the boys for a little while so that maybe he can find somewhere to go or however. And they got into an argument and she hung up the phone and he calling her back and she's not answering the phone. The phone is off. Come on, people, it's your children. Regardless of whatever attitude, it's your children. You're the mother. You can't just leave your children up and leave your children and go on. And tell all your men, if all you pick up a woman and you know she have children, and you telling the woman she had to come and leave the children behind, that tells you that I no good man. Because you have to take the goat with the kiddie. That's madness. Overseas caller, good morning.
Yes, Sharon. Who is the head of the defense force now?
Kayla not sure now, but I could find it.
Yeah, because sometimes that you used to know that, but now like these things you don't know. So I appealing to the head of the defense force to investigate. I think the president is head of the armed forces too. So as a woman, I think she could call in these people and find out what's going on there if she have wind of of this situation. And Sharon, sometimes it's better the woman and them leave the children, because sometimes they carry them to another house and they being abused by women. So sometimes it's better the father leave and go their way and leave them with their father, because
but not if the man
situation is so
listen
different.
Not if the man's struggling to meet ends. Let us come to a conclusion how we will deal with it. Is either I help you with a little funding if I can, or some kind of something if I could do it between hide and do it, or some kind of thing. But I said children.
Yes, Sharon. But
No, I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that, Carol. But then don't get into the situation.
But sometimes in the long run, in the immediate, we will say that. But sometimes in the long run, it's better if they leave the children, because sometimes they take them from the, how they say, from the pot and into the from the frying pan straight into the fire. Sometimes they're better, but I just hope everything will work out for the best for the children, and I want whoever is head of the defense force in Trinidad and Tobago, 3 of your subjects did something that they're not supposed to do, so start the investigation. Thanks, Sharon.
Thank you very much. Ay. So I'm seeing you guys on our live stream. Good morning to you on YouTube. To all of you, I know you were hungry. You look like fish out of water, especially our foreign listeners and viewers who couldn't hear. Yes, thank you. Who couldn't hear or see. To my darling from Tobago, my real good friend, my Dudu darling, you'll be up and running to get onto the live stream. To all of you, the Canadian, the UK, all of you, oh gosh, there was only texting me. Tobago, I hope you're locked on and listening. Please, I hope. Otherwise, you all will have to go up on Facebook and find me. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
It is heartbreaking. What a story. But I'm looking on the positive side. Out of evil,
Comment good.
The gentleman in question has anger issues.
Yes, he does.
And that is probably the reason, as you said, the lady left, because it probably was getting to the physical stage and she couldn't take it no more. That aside, this happened for 2 reasons. One, our police, our army, men and everybody have to rethink how we treat each other, because the bullying and beat down tactics have to be revisited. Our society has to go differently. So now is the time for the officers higher up to do something about it. There are times when probably that could take in, but this wasn't one of those. Children were involved, and they are the heartbeat of our society. The other reason this happened, the children will get somewhere more stable, hopefully, to live. And the father, I do hope that the psychologists and all those people among us, social welfare, etc., will step in and give him the direction he needs to make himself a better man and a better father for his children. And as you said, you love doing this type of work, and God has a purpose for each and every one of us, and yours is with people who need these help. You are here standing in the gap, and out of that evil, plenty good will come. Blessings.
Thank you very much. All right, so guys, you can share the live on Facebook. Please share the live on Facebook, and on YouTube. Please share it also and let people know that I'm on. And we're doing social work again today, and getting a little teary, but that's okay. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Okay, I just say the caller said probably the mother left because of anger issues with the father, but a mother don't leave her child At the end of the day, towards your children, you are the mother. Regardless of whatever situation, you take your kids with you.
Thank you very much, Kola. So, nothing, you ready? To all of you all here who didn't hear or see the video, I'm putting it up. Wait, Migo, don't put it up yet, eh? Guys, you need to share the live. Share the live so that everyone can see who didn't see it before on my timeline and who didn't hear. I am going to put it on the Facebook and on the YouTube so you can see what's happening for yourself. Persons on the radio will hear, but if you go on Facebook and YouTube, you'll see the actual video. All right? And you will hear everything on Facebook and YouTube. I will play on the radio back for you the whole, a part of it. It's a lot, it's a good bit of the video. So I just play a little part for, I don't know, Tobago is not locked on. They send a message to tell me Tobago is not on. I know we're having internet issues. Bear with us. Bear with us. We're trying to get it back up and running. All right? It's no fault of ours at the station. And you know when the technology, the little issues, it comes and goes. So hold on and we'll see. If not, somewhere along the line, tomorrow or Tuesday, I will try to recap what you didn't hear. Or somewhere, somehow. All right? So people, you need to go on to Facebook, the Street 919 FM, on our Facebook page, and share the live so that you see exactly what is going on. If you don't do that, you're going to be stingy to the whole cause. I want you to share it so everybody else can see and people have an opportunity to know what's going on. All right? Let me just tell you that. We're right now, I'm not afraid to give the numbers, we're right now at 425, and that's not good enough. We're at 24 shares. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Share the live to your friends and family so they can log on and see it and hear it. We want this to never happen again. We want the right things to be done. And to do that, we must talk about it and find a way in which to deal with it. So I'm asking the 438 persons on the live. If every one of you share it, it will reach further than where it is. And also on YouTube, the 179 of you, share it, please. All right? So I'm going to play back the audio for those of you who didn't hear it. But it's also on Facebook. So go ahead, Migo. Go ahead for me. Yeah. All right? Live. For those of you who did, So let me sort this out before I put it back up for you. All right. Okay, so good. So it's on for you to see it, guys, and I'm going to play it back again. Where is it? What did I do? All right. So here, what? I don't know what to do, only I don't know what to do. Yeah. All right, it's saying that's an error. All right, guys, so I'm taking your calls in the meantime, but you can go up on Facebook where you can hear it and see it and everything. Go on Facebook, the Street 919 FM, go on YouTube, and you will see. All right, so people go up there. While I take your calls here, you can call me on 342-0081, 478-0595, 1718-874-3860. And that's just to show you. Continue to tell listeners and viewers of this station, especially this program, we're about helping people on a daily basis. And if I can't do something, I would tell you I cannot. I would tell you I cannot. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, very pleasant. Good morning, Mr. Hicks.
Good morning, my dear.
And you're the one person that's walked the talk. I saw what that.
I afraid that.
Some people might say. One thing about you is you get into the pit with it now. You know, I was going to say something I said a while ago. Don't take it any wrong way, but you understand what I'm saying from experience now. Sometimes people come to you with a story and you only hear their side of the story. And from that, their side of the story, you judge the whole situation upon it. You know? And then I hear someone come and say, well, the guy really admits he has an attitude problem. Because I know a man will just do certain things, even though a man, people wicked enough to do the thing without they doing them thing now. Right? But you see that situation in the soldiers and them, they're doing it for the longest while. Since I was a little boy, I hear about these type of situations. And if I wasn't mature enough and intelligent enough, I'd have been bawling out for them to lose the work this morning. Man. But then 2 wrongs don't make a right. Mm-hmm. And them I know are sure they have family and children home too. Mm-hmm. And people make mistakes. Right? There ain't no call for them to lose the work and make things worse for them and things, but we have to make sure we put things in place that situations like this don't happen. Because I have a brethren towards the Coast Guard. And some little things that brethren, all we go up together. They pray you want to bring down men and we let them know, hey, anytime you reach to that situation, it will be a horse of a different color. You understand? You know what that is advantage, brother. Because you're in the army or your brother in the army or you know somebody in the army, something happened, you bring down a posse of soldiers to beat people that had to stop. And I like the response, and I'm sure 100% good things will come out of this. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. And I want to share the sentiments of the caller. I too am not interested in anybody losing their job, but I'm interested in things being done in a different way. And I would like for those 3 officers to do an apology. They must come back and apologize to the gentleman's children for that behavior. Even if you want him out of the house, oh gosh, that's not the way to do it. And secondly, you all do have the authority to do so. Even if it was a scare tactic, that's not the way to do it. That is not the way to do it. Come on. We have to be a little more humane in the way we do things. And we must put ourselves in positions. Come on. Why go down that road? We could have do it better than that. I am not giving Kevin 100% saying, oh gosh, oh God, I'm feeling sorry. Yes, I'm feeling sorry for the children. Kevin is an adult, a big man. He could fend for himself. But the children, and if I didn't hear the children bawling, daddy, and this, and the way they were carrying on, I would have never take up this story, you know. But my problem is, my fear is, separating the children from him going to cause more grief to them. So if we have an avenue in which to help him to reach through the tunnel to get the light, they say, give a man a method in which to fish, to feed himself. Then you go and fish, get the fish, bring it for him and let him cook it, but you have to cook it and do everything. Give him the opportunity to go and look to do it and let's see what he will do. He said he's not working because of the pandemic. All right. We're talking about how it is if Venezuelans come here and they could find jobs. Come on, people. Come on, man. We could do this. Caller, good morning.
Good morning again. I mean, everybody's talking about, yes, we know he did that he has an anger problem, but the ministry is his children, and if he wasn't a good father, he had something good in him, the children would not have been with him. You could hear the love in the children's voice for their father. If he wasn't doing a good job, he would have been a different team. And Miss Sharon, if you see my number, you could call me after the show. I will see where I could help. It is a really serious situation.
Okay.
And we have to help the children.
Do me a favor and send me a WhatsApp message on my cell phone, 726-4685.
Thank you.
All right, 726-4685. I'm reading persons on the live saying they're not hearing the audio. I'll play for the audio for you when we come. I'm trying to get it up and running. I'll play it for you when we come back. I'll try my best to play it when we come back. But that is the situation. Brian, you call me, we go into the ads. We have 20 seconds.
Okay, this thing with these children is very disturbing. I was watching my cricket and I was listening to you, but I had to call him. I just had to call him. I had to stop my cricket to call him. I'm very disturbed about what I'm hearing this morning. And something has to be done about no army people could just walk in and put people out like that. Something is wrong somewhere, and something has to be done about that. It can't happen like that.
Call me back. Thank you, darling. Guys, we're going to the ads.
Let's talk on the streets.
The official station that defends the nation.
On Iowa Stage this week, Wednesday, August 26th.
Pit him, hey, pit him, a pim. Have a new style, me the pim. This is Bling Fox, the entertainer, the king of all dance. You can catch me one-on-one on Iowa George Stage, live streaming on Facebook, Neil Iowa George, on YouTube, Iowa TV, on Instagram, Iowa George. Make it a day, the 30th of August, 7 p.m. Bling Fox, big and bad, hammer that.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, we working together about educating people. So you see, when you're educating, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our central immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection I get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. There's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core, but it's the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for for 3 months straight, it would deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent. And most importantly, as I tell persons, and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorizing the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver, has become very, very famous. And I don't have to mention about this much because people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time. And this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine.
Messaging and free one-on-one voice and video calls on the BIP Messenger app. No data plan needed. Offer ends Friday, 4th September. So download the BIP Messenger app today and get BIPN with Digicel. And of course, Eastern Credit Union wishes to advise its members of the following changes to its business hours for all branches. Sandy Grande, Arima, Tunapuna, St. Joseph, Port of Spain, Shagona, San Fernando, and Tobago. Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we open at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Last week of the month, branches will open at 7:30 a.m. Please note that the Bartaria branch remains closed at this time in adherence with social distancing protocol. We apologize for any inconvenience caused and encourage members to utilize call center. Online access by downloading our mobile app from Google Play Store for Android or iTunes for Apple users and our ATM link service, which are all available to maintain ample social distancing during this time. Value Optical, hit them for 6 this cricket season with Value Optical and Trini Optics. Get the ultimate power play for your eyes. Buy 1 pair of specs and get 1 up to 50% off. That's right. The party is on at Value Optical. Ensure that your eyes are protected with the best in lens technology and quality frame designs. Celebrate with up to 50% off on your second pair of or even additional pairs. Trust your transition specialists. And remember tonight, this Sunday, August 30th, tonight, we have Reggae Sunday at 7 p.m. Iowa Stage will be live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, Neil Iowa George Facebook page, Iowa TV, and the Street on YouTube. Please make your online donation before or during the show on fundametnt.com. You simply search Iowa Stage, then select the campaign for the night you are donating to. From there, payments is as with all online transaction using your credit or debit card. Persons in Trinidad not doing online transactions can still support with donations to First Citizens Bank account number 1999010 in the name of Trini Bashment Limited. For my foreign fans, please use Cash App payable to Neil Iowa George. Don't forget to tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts, Iowa George one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music, Pantrin Bego and U-Store, Lady Hales Avenue in San Fernando. Trinidad and Tobago, we're back. And let me thank all of you for logging on so quickly, so fast on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube page. Thank you so much, guys. Christopher Mystery Man, still in Trinidad, to be exact, not leaving to go nowhere, staying put, good in the hood, nice. To foreign TTB, Eldra Cole, Christopher Mystery Man, again, you not, Gabriella Quinton, all of you famous, us, oh God, Lord Father. Good morning to Miss Sharon Felix. I'm watching live and locked on from Grenada now. Welcome to all of our CARICOM neighbors and to the world by extension, looking and listening. Thank you so kindly for your participation. Trinidad and Tobago, We have to learn to be our brothers' keepers, sisters' keepers. Not because a man could be real bad. We will show him how bad we could be too. And I'm happy that Kevin would have said to us, say, you know, I have a little attitude myself. You have an attitude like all of us do. All you, if all you know, I have an attitude too, you know. I have one too, you know. And when I'm ready, I could give it, you know. But you know, age brought reasoning for me. And I still could get the attitude. And I still give it when I'm ready. Sometimes I say, Lord, I wonder, Jakey does make out with me sometimes. I could get real attitude. I could be real miserable when I'm ready. But all in my heart, I mean well. But sometimes it could come across. Sometimes my children and them. I just say, oh God, I wonder how they just make out, boy. When I sit down and, why you do that, girl? Why you behave so? I could get on when I'm ready. True, you know, I ain't lying to nobody. I could get on when I'm ready. I could be hasty. I could be many things. But I could be real loving, forgiving, and real helpful. If I have the last dollar and somebody need it, I'll give it to them and stay without. Or I'll find a way. Hey, Kingsley on? Kingsley, good morning. You're on a good program. And I hope you behave yourself. I could be real, you know. All of us have problems. All of us in society, all of us in this lifetime have attitudes and problems. But it's how we deal with it. I want to really commend Kevin for coming forward and telling us, yes, I have an attitude problem. And he's prepared. Kingsley, you want no help, go by Kamla for your help. And don't come here to harass people. Right. Because you don't come up the other day and tell me all kind of thing. So don't come here to ask for no help and get away. Get away from our program. All right. So people, you know, let's try to help. So we're already in the right step and the right direction. Needles have volunteered to help. And I'm going to talk with them after. And I'm going to also talk to the contractor who has something in Paramin that will try to help him out. And we'll see. And I myself will make some calls and see where we can get something for him. All right? So Trinidad and Tobago, all is not lost. You still have a program that is compassionate and caring. So Trinidad and Tobago, on the other side, you remember we continue to deal with Miss Bernard out there in Moruga. And I want to say to all of the persons who would have donated, who contributed, who has pledged support, and we're coming to you to collect it. This sum is large. So let me tell you, we're going to make sure that we fix Miss Bernard's place, and the balance, whatever remain, we're going to outfit her, and we're going to help Kevin. And in the process, we will see who else we can help as we go by. All right? Yesterday, someone called me from St. Patrick's. She said to me she has a stroke. And yesterday they had high wind, and the rain fell. She called me bawling and screaming that she needed help. So I immediately got on the phone. I made a call. Good morning to Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis, who's always happy to take my call. And that's why I love her so much. People wouldn't understand why I say these things. But one individual that I have a lot of love for. And I got on to the MP for the area, and I passed on the information to him. I have to call him back to find out, you know, what was done and so on. I noticed the lady didn't call me back, so I'm hoping that he would have called her and help would have been able to reach to her. And that's what I'm going to be doing on a daily basis. Whenever people call me with information or with needs for anything in help at we can't do all at once and quickly. I'm going to pass it on to the members of parliament to see what they can do. Trinidad and Tobago. This is not a fun and game. And I want to say to people who feel it is a fun and game, it is not. And I'm asking people on the live, on the Facebook, please do not engage Kingsley in any negativity or any conversation. Let us stay focused. Because where good is being done, you'll always find evil coming to overcome it. And I want to tell Kingsley, this is not a game on this program. And what we do here is not a game. It is not a game. So I'm asking him, apparently they send you here to try to distract the work of this program. This is not a program about bawling and screaming and behaving like a fool. This is a program to help comfort people. And this is a program about facts, information, and the truth. So I don't want people to engage because that's what he's on here, to make mischief. I've never heard one day him calling to help anyone, in no way. All right, so let us continue with our business and let us continue to do what we have to do. All right, Trinidad and Tobago. And you could have what you want to say, could say from now till when. It doesn't interest me. I don't care. I do not care. But make sure that what you have to say, when you say it, and once it can stand the legality, you can stand the consequences, Mr. Mark Mahone. All right? Trinidad and Tobago, we continue to do what we have to do. So, I'm going to put up now for you. We continue to help and we continue to go forward. So my dear friend, Miss Bernardine Maruga, we're coming to you. So I've been speaking to her and we're doing what we have to do. So guys, you can call me on 342-0081 or 478-0595, 1-718-874-3860. Let me say and thank you very much to Massachusetts, to Foreign TTB, to Teresa Conniff, a number of persons, to security on the Lady Young, Miss Angela Tate, and all of you. Thomas, my friend, my real good friend, to Sholan Modest, and a number of persons, and there are people who would have, and she would have collected from. I want to say good morning to all of you and thank you so much, all of you. And I'm preparing the list. I'm going to call everybody who don't want the name to be called. Please indicate, but I'm going to be calling out everybody's name at the end of the whole show, at the end of the collection and so on. So Trinidad and Tobago, we continue to move forward to do what we have to do for Trinidad and Tobago. And remember, I said we have to be our brothers and sisters, keepers. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Charles. Morning.
Morning.
I was just
load on your radio. Load on your radio.
Of course, sorry. I was just talking to my wife, Sharon, about being illegal there. And I was saying and something that they said. As I was talking, she said something, and it said that whatsoever we have to do, what we can do, we'll pass it on to the ministers.
Yeah.
Who could pass it, and that was very important because I was just saying I'll call her personally and speak to her, but I'm glad I said that. The reason being that remember, he is not Jesus Christ. So pace yourself, because I see the same thing, run for blood to water and gas choke. You understand? That was to call her and tell her that. You understand? As much as they may love people, as much as they may want help, disseminate some of these responsibilities to other people, other persons, especially if you have people in government now who could help. You understand? Ministry of Social Development and so forth. And that's not advice. I tell you that because I love you, because I don't want you to suffer why I suffer. You understand? So, I'm glad I said that and continue to do the good work. And don't bother with Kingsley and them fellas is failures. They have 5 years to curl again. No, I'm a fact. It will be at 20 years to curl again. Let them keep it up. Let them keep it up. You just keep doing what you're doing and helping people, because people is very important there, and to help people is very important. Yeah, because they don't know what people going through, and that kid that they play real with them little children crying, boy. When I saw it on Facebook, mad thing, and I didn't get it just that story. I didn't know it was an eviction. You understand?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I didn't know it was an eviction. But my thing when I hear them boys crying, boys, then easy. But you keep doing what you're doing, you understand? But just pace yourself. Take a rest, take your exercise, have a little me time for yourself, you understand? Because it ain't easy to lie down in that bed, can't move nothing, and people are bathing and you're forgetting everything. You know, remembering how to write, you know, remembering how to spell, you know, everything. I know, I went through it. I'm still going through it. It left me sort of handicapped. You understand? So pace yourself. As much as they may love people, love yourself too, and pace yourself. Right, Sean?
I hear you, brother.
So, myself or my don't know, as it come out no mouth, you said something that I'm glad to say it. I was to really call it personally, but or come and feel. But as I said it, I could say after you. You don't disseminate the responsibility, Sean. Alright, so we look down and listen.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thanks for your concern. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago be here. Let me say again, it's morning still. Good morning to all of you. Remember to share the live, guys. 89 shares is not enough. Share the damn thing, the man. Share the live. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good day to you, Mr. Rex.
Good day to you also.
You the comforter that God was, the Lord Jesus. How do you know when the comforter coming? You the comforter, right? You know, what's wrong? I am gone, but I am in the car state on the class, but I listen to them children crying. Mr. Rex, I go lie. I don't want to go in. And tears come to my eyes, especially when the woman calling and start crying too. I see little children, I go play with little children. You understand? And then fellas when they won't do that, they're no hard boys. It's sad, but you know, I know in financial position to help you, but if I could have, I would have, without thinking. You understand? But it's, and the next thing too.
No, it's okay, your voice is good enough.
Okay, you know, when you see people bad talking black people, especially with the leaders and the carpenters of the house, the most you really need help because they're getting help again. My brother will go on here.
Thank you very much. So Trinidad and Tobago, 11:17 a.m. And of course, we continue. I'm not hearing Mr. Chance. Good morning to Mr. Chance. Good morning to Miss Tuna Puna. Good morning to, I wonder if Tobago locked on by now. Good morning to Mr. Archer, Mr. and Mrs. Archer, Uncle Landy. Good morning to all of Tobago. I really, really hope you're locked on. Good morning to all of you on the live stream again, on the YouTube and the Facebook. Good morning to all of you. So Trinidad and Tobago. Ready for me, Migo? Ready for me, my dear? Ready? All right. So, guys, just to remind you of what we're dealing with, and now we dealing with Kevin. Kevin is not too hard to deal with. So we continue to deal with Miss Bernard in Moruga. And just to remind you, for those who didn't know, I'm going to put it up here, right here for you. And let's let you see it to remind you what we're helping Miss Bernard in Moruga with. And I just want to tell people, don't let politics cause you to make yourself a fool. Don't let politics cause you to sin your soul. And don't let politics cause you to bring down one another. Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, The politicians go home to their houses, their homes, their family. They make their money, and you will end up being the one at the sticky end of it. So all you do that. Let's don't do that. So people, just to remind you what we're doing and where we're focusing on. We're dealing with Miss Bernard in Moruga at this time. And now we have taken on Kevin. So Kevin is partially fixed for now in terms of Needles has donated an apartment. We're going to see what's going to happen with that and how long, and if there's a cost to it, how we can help and look for employment for Kevin Patos. So guys, if you want, you can go back on the live stream to remind you, for those of you who are looking or who didn't see the reason why we're going to Moruga to help Miss Bernard, it is there. So you can go ahead. So guys, you can call me up on 342-0081 478-0595 or 1718-874-3860. And remember, tonight is reggae night right here on the Street 919 FM. So you're going to have to log in and take part of the concert. And remember to put in your little cash in the fundme.tnt.com. Don't forget tonight. Yes, the politicians are all friends. I don't know why we feel that we could be so want to hate somebody or want to, come on. Come on. And that's why I keep saying to you guys, do not engage. And you're all not listening, you're engaging and taking all your energy and wasting it there. Let us focus on what we set out to do. Do not engage in any strippiness. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let them come Monday with whatever you want to come with. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sean.
Morning. Load down your radio or move away from it, please.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
This is Keith from Sapphire.
Hi, Keith.
How are you going, lady?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Just want to say God's blessings to you, Miss Lady, to you and your family, and continue doing the work that you do.
You're welcome.
Sharon, oh God, children in my ear, oh God. Just listening to that good thing. But anyhow, God bless you, listening to you, yeah?
Yes,
I
hear you, darling.
All right, look.
Thank you very much. Let me say good morning to Joan Jacob in Tobago and her husband, Mr. Jacob. Yes, my family-in-law. Good afternoon to all of you. Guys, where you call me up now, where all you gone? Everybody's so busy looking at the thing on Facebook and YouTube. All you forget to call me or what? Call me up. And of course, remember, we're getting ready for Independence Day tomorrow. Happy Independence Day. Sorry, we have to celebrate it at home. Indoors, because we have to flatten this curve, this wave of the coronavirus. And people, remember, from Monday, please God, if you're not wearing your mask, you'll be charged. You'll get a ticket. Please wear your mask. I was also hearing that if you're in a vehicle, you have to wear the mask. If you're alone, the driver, then you're okay. But if you have people in the vehicle, but a family or otherwise, you need to wear your mask. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Good morning.
All right. I do your program every time. I'm a smile caller.
Excellent.
I'm calling from Sunnyland. I wish you continue the good work that you're doing and help those that need help. Thank you.
Thank
and
you
I want
very
you to tell Mr. Alexander, good day for me, please.
I will tell him. For sure I will.
Thank you.
Okay, my darling. Caller, good morning.
Hi, Sharon. Good morning again, honey.
Hi.
I'm here reading on the chat that somebody is saying that the guy is difficult to deal with and they've tried to help him before. This onus is not on the guy.
This is the
children. We are now
children.
concentrating on the children. And if he's dishonest in his deed, he will have to answer to God. We are not concerned about what he did or you tried to help him. Please, let's stop. If you can help, let's help. Okay? That's all I want to say, Sharon. Have a great day.
All right. So, call me up, guys. As I'm not interested in the gentleman. I said it before. It's the children we trying to help. And yes, people will demand identify to us he has an attitude problem. So come on. So call me up, guys, on 342-0081. Call me up. So let me see if I can get Miss Bernard on the line while we having our discussions. Good morning, Jenny, again.
Hi. Mr. If you see, and that is where some of the problem does lie from. I don't know if it's Miss Anne call, but she's so correct. The guy was honest to admit he has issues. All of us have a problem. And sometimes there are certain things you do and people could tolerate and some cannot. He has admitted that he has an issue. The problem is this. I am sure the mother knew when she left the children, he's a good father, he'll take care of them. But she was wrong for what she did because it's two minors. And with the love you hear those children, if he was wicked to them, despite he have whatever attitude he has, if he was wicked to those children, they would have never been getting on like that to be with the daddy. So we need to forget he has admitted he has an issue, and he's willing to take counseling. He's willing to get closer to God and know God. We should appreciate that. And we need to focus on the children. So all who will come out the woodwork now to say that they try to help him and he get on and they give him, you see, those are detractors. Because he has admitted on radio for millions of people to hear that he has a problem and he's willing to change. And we have to give people the opportunity and always stop judging them from the past. If you give them the opportunity and they continue to how they behave in the past, well then you could say, but if somebody admits the truth, because we have somebody right now in Parliament who will not admit the truth. And everybody talking about the behaviors of that individual who's the leader of opposition, and she will not admit the truth. And because of her not admitting the truth, we saw what is happening. So if this guy is willing to admit, I have a problem, I want counseling, I want to pull closer to God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because to bring up all the things he had done in the past, whatever, he's willing to change. And we have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. That is our focus. Because we want them to grow up to be well-adjusted men and women, or two young men in our society. And it starts here. If we only focus on what the father did and don't help those children, we could be paying for it next 10, 15 years when the 16 years old and 17 years old and they're getting on with antisocial behaviors. And then they go look at the African children again. And when you talk to them and you hear the story, it all stems from the fact my mother to leave daddy with the daddy, and then some men in uniform come and put me out, and we was in the street, and daddy had to go here to there, here to there, here to there, and couldn't get out. Is that what they want to hear next 10, 15 years down the road? So let us save these children's lives, and we will save the father's life in the process. And if he doesn't step up the path, there are agencies to deal with that. But we are focused on these two little children who are traumatized and bawling. That will remain an impression. They could grow up to hate people in uniform. They could be frightened when they see policemen and women coming because they tell themselves they're coming to do them something. These things have traumatic effects on children. They would need counseling. Every time the father go out the door, them go frighten daddy and come back home because of the situation. People, let us be sensitive and let us be our brother's keeper, as Ms. Phillips has said when we started. Again, this is very passionate to me. That is why I'm calling every minute, because I need people to understand. The children who we see getting out antisocial behavior, they didn't get up one morning and say, I'm going to be bad. They had some experience in their childhood that was never addressed. And that is why they're behaving like it is. So if we could save these two children here today, that 4-year-old and 6-year-old, let us be the change and let us be the start of something that will continue. We have a new ministry that has been set up, Ministry of Youth Development and National Services. Let us be a part of that change for the young people that ministry is set up to save. Thanks, Ms. Phillips.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning again. Well, I can't say it much better than the last caller. But I hope no one didn't misconstrue the last time when I talked about attitude. You know, we included everything that way, but it doesn't mean to say that because you have attitude that you shouldn't get the type of help you need, because you say, oh, we have attitude. And if you talk to some people who may know me, they might say, they can't talk to me at all, you can't talk to you. Well, no, you can't talk to me. If he open themselves, if he do this thing, I have very, very little patience with it. And I can't put on a nice face when things and smelling good. If you understand what I'm saying. I straight up like that. You understand? So I can't say better than the last caller, all of your attitude, but it makes no sense dwelling on the past and for the sake of the two children. And what I didn't know them children is 4 and 6 years old. The song is so intelligent. You understand? You could see them children out under no kind of abuse on them kind of thing for real. You know, there's a good chance he's doing his best. He's doing his best to do his best. And one more thing. I the next thing in this society, let's feel it. It have a lot of men who are mothers out here. You know, when I hear people chastising them, plenty, you know, how it is go out here too, and men to a large extent deserve it. But it's a serious thing going on right now too. I know a woman with I can't believe it's kittens. A dog never leave its pup. But somehow, I don't know if it is within the black community or if it exists in other ethnicities, but a serious problem developing where the female leaving the children with the father and the grandmother. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
To part the wrong from right, to coax the darkness into the light. You took me in when hope was lost. You paid with no regard for cost. You gave your time.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning. I would repeat as well, I could not have said it better myself, as Jenny has explained. But that man needs help just as much as his children. Because an attitude problem, mental illness is being just brushed under the carpet as an attitude problem and all that sort of thing. But he needs help. He needs help, and we have to rally around. That man needs some psychological people to intervene and bring him back to his good self. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. And guys, let me just say condolences to the family of Boseman, Chadwick Boseman. That's the Black Panther star Boseman, dead at 43. First, Chadwick Boseman slipped on the cleats of Jackie Robinson, then the Godfathers of Soul's dancing shoes, portraying both black American icons with a swearing intensity that commanded respect. And remember, that's the man in the Black Panther movie. He's dead. Yeah? Thank you very much, tall man. No matter how famous and how much money you have, you see? And some of us, we decide to go the way of hate, torment, and bacchanal and mayhem. Caller, morning, Mommy Sauce.
Well, morning to you, Sharon. Morning to all of Trinidad and Tobago. Blessed morning to everybody. Don't care what we have, don't care what we do, don't care what. Don't care when death strikes and that call. Tell that go back. Tell that go back. I have $1 million or I have a big house. So, I slowly like to look down and scorn people and look down at people. I tell you, anyway, Sharon, I'm too long reaching, but I hear the gist of the conversation and his help gentleman for his children and children. But you know, I'm listening and I'm saying to myself, the man might admit he have an attitude problem. But you know, the mother that walk out and leave those 2 little children, in spite of the man had an attitude, she could have talked to the gentleman and get some help for him too with the attitude and talk to him. And so even though your 2 children, them little children,
6 and 4 years, eh?
6, and how long she live?
A year and something.
Well, all right, they were younger than that.
But wait, why leaving a year and something? She has somebody else and she have another child.
The or she didn't want help for them and she didn't want them children.
So what I'm trying to
she had more attitude problem.
Well, what I'm trying to wonder is if the gentleman now who gave her problem, she will walk out and leave that other child with him.
Well, that's it. And go and find the next one and make 2 more. She had more attitude problem because for you as a young woman, I don't know people that leave the children behind. So I don't know. Come on, never too heavy for them. All it is make all the children and leave them. You know the man have an attitude problem. So you're not studying that you're born and he might ill-treat the children and them or what and them is your belly. That is your belly. You leave them and go on. To me, she needs more help than the man. Because as the gentleman said, I didn't hear the children, but as the gentleman said just now, he listened to the children and the song Intelligent. He must be doing a good job with them. He has to be doing a good job with them because they may see children and he ain't turn it back or he ain't take them and drop them in front of your door and say, it's your children, I'm sure it's yours, I'm sure it's mine. And leave them and walk away. No, he stick with his 2 children. So I think she needs more help than he when coming to attitude. Because some of these women, I don't know how they just make you. I do understand. But boy, brother man, God be with you. Yes, and stay with you and help you to help your children. And you will get help because you're in the right hand. You will get help. So let me just try a little bit. I was listening to a live with Skippy.
Mm-hmm.
Where he make and telling Kamala and she has to go and what. And within the live I hear him say the most despised man, which is Dr. Rowley. And everybody so despise Dr. Rowley and they don't like him. And just imagine you lost the election. You tell him Kamala she lost the election to the most despised man. The people don't like her. Just imagine and people this and that. But I wonder in a case like that you lost the election, who here more despise? Who people despise here more? You know, I listen to it, and that's the only, outside everything you said, that's all, that is what I, because you're saying that everybody despises this, the most despised man, people don't like him, and this, and he's arrogant, and he's this, and he's that. But she, the good woman, lost her despised man who everybody despises. What Skippy really telling me? I don't understand that, Skippy. Skippy, think again what you say this. It's a boy, but think again, because to me, that person who you describing, Dr. Rowley, I feel like Kamala. Because she could have, if she can't win the election, then people love Dr. Rowley. That is why they vote for him. They love him, that is why they vote for him. And check out Kamala. I think she's the one you're really speaking about. Anyway, everybody have a good day. I am here. I love him, son. He runs somewhere about. He's down here with me this weekend. I tell him, yes, he's here with me this weekend. Oh, we love up, we hug up. Well, you know, he's girlfriend, so he's on his papa. You know, when it comes to that, I want to take that time. I want to take that time. So I have them all. They're coming for lunch today. Charlie,
nice, man, nice.
So they tell me, here, Mommy, I coming down especially for your food, you know. So I come in, you just cook. So it's summer with the girlfriend, so he will be here today and tomorrow I'm going back up. So to everybody else out there in Tobago and everybody, I have some envelopes here for you.
Yeah, I'll call you. You see, the problem is not coming straight up the road as at the hustle to go. And girl, you know not to come and go the next way. I will tell village.
People then put the name on it.
Yeah.
The only money that open is this yellow. Nicole own she bought is without the envelope. So
okay.
It's normal and the other thing. I tell them put the name and the amount on it.
Excellent.
Right?
All right, so I will call you.
Okay then.
All right, my darling.
And the man Braveheart?
Yes, Braveheart.
Right, he passed. And the gentleman and his wife, we passed. And so to everybody, let's see. All right.
Okay, I don't know. I must try. Yes, everybody look onto this cricket.
Cricket. I'm so too long come and catch up with it, catching up with it late. But dear oh God, yesterday, I had to take off the TV and run. When I see the runs and tear, oh God, I said, Lord Father, tear today to get a run. But I couldn't watch it. I had to run out by. And Lord Marina, your heart thing was not today. But you look it up, you was good. So, but I have a little fat boyfriend and we can see him there. He fat one day.
Get on.
I'm forgetting his name. You God, he just get on. I like him tall and black and fat to see him. I like him too bad. I'm a man and I want I'm a man and then. So, when he back he them playing now. So, I'm going to finish taking.
All right.
All right, everybody. Bless. All right.
Okay, my darling. Caller, good morning. Still morning.
Hey, Miss Felix.
Load on your radio.
Sorry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the scripture with the 10 virgins? 5 was wise and 5 was foolish.
Mm-hmm.
When the foolish virgins and them didn't prepare, and had was to go and get oil. The 5 was wise, already prepared. When they come knocking the door, who went to get the oil, because they didn't prepare, Jesus tell them, I don't know you all. You understand? So this is why we don't know the time and the hour when death is occurring to us.
You're sure right.
You understand?
You're sure right.
He gave us something to protect and safeguard our senses. The COVID. You understand? Because the senses just make us sin. So people, let us guard our senses to get the right desire for God's pleasure. And do not sin. My friend, have a good day.
Thank you very much. I saw the overseas line, but I could go on. Guys, you can continue to call me on 342-0081, 478-0595, and of course 1-718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon Phillips.
Good morning.
I just want to tell you thanks. God don't provide that already. You do that a little effort. And you see Dr. Rowley, Dr. Rowley getting forward the opposition leader. I don't know how people could have voted for Dr. Rowley. I don't know why. How? Because Dr. Rowley, I don't know. God put Dr. Rowley there as a good man to run this country. And people mustn't vex and tell Dr. Rowley because he went through all kind of things. And he still some go stand up with him. So I don't know how people could vote Dr. Rowley and say he's a black man. He's a good man. He's a good man. That's why Jesus put him there to run this country in a time like this. In a time like this, Kamala could have run this country. All of me that should have done, all of us should have done die already. But you know what? God smiled on us. And we must give God thanks for Dr. Rowley. No matter what people say about Dr. Rowley, we have people love Dr. Rowley. Love him. And no matter what they do, Dr. Rowley still until 5 years. Until he resigns, or until anything happens. We know nothing happened to him. Nothing must happen to Dr. Rowley until he chooses to resign and come down. And God will bless him all over again. Bye-bye, Sharon. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, darling. Yes, Manu.
Hi, Sharon. Good morning again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see me? This me talking, eh? If I meet up with a young lady and she has 2 children and this Mr. still living and she leaving the children with the Mr. to come to live with me, bye-bye, lady, bye-bye. Bye-bye, because how you will leave your 2 children with the next man to come with them and live with me who you have no children live with yet? And so I can understand there's something wrong. If you're moving with the children and they come here, say, well, look, so and so the case, and I look at the case and I see the man speaking about and and it's not you the bad one and all kind of things, you may stand a chance. But you're leaving your 2 children to come to live with me, who you know me good yet, and you have 2 children who you know for almost years, almost 10 years, to come and live with me, a new man, to have a next child again. Just now, the same thing they have now. She leave them and leave that child with the man and go on and somewhere else again. But it looks like that's something wrong in that area. But I'm hoping that somebody do something, or we will help around and things and help those 2 children. Those 2 children need help, and the man admit that he have a problem, so you know that he need help, and he will get the help because he admit that. As long as he admit something, that's where you're going good. So, Mr. Gentleman, if you're listening, we know people don't change, but do things differently this time around. You don't born a human, you're born black, you're born a Chinese, whatever. You can't change that, but you could do things different. So we have the children to deal with. Let us in Trinidad and Tobago deal with those children. Me, myself, may not, in some way, whatever the cases may be. I don't know how it could be. Everybody apply. We should have fun for this kind of thing, you know. Not for man delete children and go on, and woman delete children and go on and be fun, you know. Or when something happens, we should be doing something spontaneously for the children. I believe the children are our future, and if they leave them straying about what will happen to the future. Good afternoon, friend. The big man, we thought you don't go. Abba.
Oh, good. Ay. Mr. Archer?
Good evening, good morning, good everything, good day.
What going on? All you hearing in Tobago?
Well, my one family, my boy put it on the phone to me. I had to put on the video.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put on the video. But we having some way getting you.
Okay.
You could run up, but you can't hide from me. Right? Sharon, good morning, everybody. This morning is a special morning for everybody. Sharon, woman is running away from the children. It's like, it's what this woman does. Every time you see a woman running away and leave the children, talking about the giving man pressure, is what this woman. Because no matter what, the hen don't run from the chicken. Or we know it, the hen does not run from the chicken. No matter how the chicken is looking, they could walk, they could be maga, they could get the eyes in the face or what. The hen stay with it. And anytime you see a hen running from the chicken and leave the chicken, is that what they found. Kill that and cook it. Kill that hen and cook it. That woman is a worthless woman. And the man who is encouraging that, he's just a little worse than the woman. Because I can understand if you see a woman have 2 children. You encourage the woman to leave 2 children with a man or the woman leaves, no matter how. And you see that happen. You should know that woman either should not ride it in her head or something. So I'm calling on the lady, the woman that leaves them children with that man. The children and them something so intelligent. Daddy, I want to come with you. Daddy, where we going? You're getting that. The father, the father so talking to them so calm. I don't know where I'm going. Yes, Daddy, I want to hear someone coming with me. Daddy, where I'm going? I don't know. The thing bleed my heart. And let me tell you something. If I was in Tobago, somebody assisting that man, that gentleman, with them children, somewhere along the line, somebody coming to assist the father with them children. But there is a certain young man in Tobago become a star. Mommy was going to tell you about that gentleman. I wouldn't call his name on the video. And Sharon, I actually take that young man from 9 months old. I start to say about him from 9 months old. You know what I'm telling you? Sharon, Mommy also tell you who the gentleman. And you know when the father falling when he become a star.
Well, that was my next conversation, to say, after this father take his children and look after them in a particular way, and they become professionals in society and become a big name, the mother go run back and say, hey,
the mother run into
it's me, your mother, boy, and get your story.
Sharon, I had a friend, deceased now, big time jockey, and he told me how he ended up in Trinidad. His mother took him and leave with a woman in the market. And never return. You know when the mother falling, when he become a star, mother come in. And he said, I didn't want to insult my mother. I didn't want to insult my mother. I have a little boy going there with me. The first day he saw his mother, he come and tell me, Papa, a lady in the back, they want to see him. When I go, I say, boy, that's your mother. Watch her and shake her and go. Right, John? So, young man with them 2 children, keep her. Do what you have to do. You will be compensated somewhere down the road. If not by the 2, some one of them will come out something that people will jealous about. So my brother, if you're listening to this station, this program, keep on doing what you are doing, brother, and pray to God, ask God for guidance, health and strength. You see these young boys, the song is like boys. Young boys go up to the man, you will be proud of them. Morning, Charles.
So Trinidad and Tobago and all our listeners, our viewers, everybody, as I continue to say, do not engage persons. You all let us stay focused. Sometimes we get a story and we have to project it, and sometimes they're not sure. They just get something to talk and they will talk it. Let me say is it Troll King? He said this morning, he tell me, I'm a serious lady and so on. I want to tell Troll King, yes. When I'm dealing with issues, I'm dealing with issues. When I'm joking, I'm joking. As serious, I'm dead serious. I'm not into fun and games with people. And I'm not into personality issues with people. And I'm not into favoritism with anybody. I didn't come here for nobody to like me. I came here to work. It used to be work and get paid, but when I get into the thing and I love it so much, I come here to work to satisfy the needs of you, our listeners and viewers. Because hear what? If all you ain't listening or viewing, it means that something wrong. The program ain't hot, it ain't good, it ain't nothing. You ain't listening to it, you don't want no part of it. But when you could come on to the live and try to be part of the whole process, whether you know what you're saying or what you do, you don't know, whether you're trying or whether whatever, there are many things that could be done or said. So I'm simply saying to you, to all of us, to the listeners, the callership or whatever, this is about looking after people. So guys, you know how the thing going. So it's calls on the air, calls on the all over. So guys, yes. When I'm serious, I'm serious. There is no limit and stop for me to help who I want to help. Nobody can stop that. Nobody can tell me. And let me tell you, trying to defame my character and trying to interfere with my space, you have to come real good. But make sure you have your facts and your information when you come in. Because let me tell you, these days are hitting real hard. If you know you ain't have it and you can't withstand it, get ready to talk to the courts. I ain't playing that game with nobody. Because hear what? My name is all I have. I'll die with it. Anything else I can't go with. So I just putting people on notice. We'll be back. The ads coming up. Do not shift your dial.
We know the streets because we talk to the streets. Come talk with us.
Pay him, hey, pay him, a pim. Have a new style, me go bring pim. This is Bling Foxy, entertainer, the king of all dance. You can catch me one-on-one on Iowa George stage, live streaming on Facebook, Neil Iowa George, on YouTube, Iowa TV, on Instagram, Iowa George. Make it a day, the 30th of August, 7 p.m. Bling Fox, big and bad, hammer that.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean? The same ability that bleach will have to kill all viruses, bacteria, antifungal, etc. is the same protection we get with this, but of course the human body can handle this. Now with this, you're taking 3 drops 3 times a day, and this will release and expand oxygen in the system. And as we know, once oxygen in the system, body is able to heal. The medical fraternity always knew that. The thing is, the challenge is to have oxygen stable enough in a particular area in enough time to cause change. What we have is the OxyLife that will do a good job in that area. And there's a range of issues here. And by the way, this will protect you from a number of things, especially those of you suffering respiratory problems. Here we have what we call the liquid chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is one of my favorites because this has the ability to cleanse and detoxify the blood. Under a microscope, guys, this looks the identical way to the human blood and even the platelets, because the difference is this has magnesium at its base, and of course our cells have iron at its base in its core. was the same thing, meaning that this will be able to help to build the blood. For those of you who have low blood count and issues in blood, this is excellent for building blood and detoxifying the body. I promise you guys, if you take this for 3 months straight, it would deodorize your body to the point where you would experience no morning breath. You will sweat, but you will get no scent, and most importantly, as I tell persons and they laugh sometimes, you will use this and you will defecate and there will be no scent. Completely deodorize the system. Of course, you know about our Super Silver, has become very, very famous, and I do have to mention about this much because a lot of people know the benefits of silver. As a matter of fact, silver is what they used before the advent of antibiotics. This is nature's antibiotic, people. It will kill those bacteria, those microorganisms or pathogens we call them, without harming the immune system. So this is big time, and this is something that every household should have. You should have this in your medicine cabinet. We're talking about functional medicine here, that you can reach for this if your child is scraped, they have a bruise or cut, whatever you. If you take this, you're taking about 1 tablespoon twice or 3 times a day, depending on the size of the individual, and this will protect you even in this time where we have viruses going around. So this is your silver, super silver. Let's talk very quickly about these minerals. Now, we refer to this as Ormus minerals, and if you go online, you will see a lot about the power of these Ormus minerals. Now, minerals are important, as we know. We take in vitamin C, we take in fruits and vegetables, but unless you have certain minerals, the body will not be able to synthesize, it will not be able to metabolize and utilize vitamins the way it should be. All right? So this is important. So again, we have our minerals, and by the way, this includes essential minerals as well. Here we have, this is our little hand sanitizer, referred to as silver gel, and once the light hits this, the color will change, okay? And that's because it's showing these silver particles in here. You can use as a hand sanitizer for cuts and bruises, etc. I want to share this with you in this short video. Our muscular engineer spoke about this. We had literally thousands of testimonies with this powerful product before, but it was out of circulation. So we are so happy to have this now at a time when people need this.
Attention, we are back. And it's 12:01, so I'm getting ready to leave here in a short while to go home to my hot meal. My husband would prepare for me every day. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Felix.
Good afternoon, so how are you?
After God, I good.
Excellent.
Yeah, but I listen to the program all morning as normal, and all I saying is like, I went to a good friend of mine's funeral, and the word that they said about him, and his name is Mr. Frank Fox, a police officer. He died because of a chain. And one thing they said about him, and it reminds me of Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, he is black, but he is fair. And that's what I remind me of that pool. I'm black, but I'm fair. And that is all I want to let Trinidad and Tobago and the world know. Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley is black, but he's fair. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you very much. Overseas caller, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Massachusetts, morning.
Miss Felix, everybody. Miss Felix, why are you doing that to me?
What happened?
Just watching that film with our dad, and I refused to call my father because anybody could be a father. A dad is a responsible man. And this man seems to be responsible. He loves his children. He's doing the best with what he has to take care of his children. I don't want to say nothing about the mother, but the way I see from that film, from what you show me there, my belly hurting, my heart bleeding. Felix.
So.
you know me. If people feel the way I feel, if people want to assist this man, the man doesn't have a job in the apartment, and you know, I know what the situations of the apartment because I couldn't hear everything. What I would like to do, I ain't gonna say how much I'll be donating on a monthly basis, but I would like to start off with $100 donation to this young man. Because he's doing the responsible thing. He's doing things that a lot of fathers don't do. He's being a responsible dad. And I would like to send 100 as a little lanyard. And I go talk to you about how I could get a little bit of change coming to him on a monthly basis until he get a job. Because, yeah man, you just make me cry, you know. The man doing the best for his children. How many fathers just walk away from women from the time they find out they're pregnant? Eh? The man is doing the responsible. You see the way those officers went in and deal with that man? I was really disappointed with that because there was no compassion shown. And you see those children? How, like somebody was saying in the chat, look at the man who gets shot in front of his children up here, and then you come in, three men come in, 3 soldiers come in and just take your father away from you just like that. So what's supposed to happen to these children now? The fact that the dad is taking care of his children means to say that the mother probably doesn't care about the children. So if she doesn't care about them, and you take the father away, where are these children going to end up? What is this? How are you affecting them psychologically for the rest of their lives? And it's the authorities that I see doing this. How could they have respect for authorities after this? Ms. Felix, if anybody agree with what I say, and they want to call and make a donation, and if you want to give out Miss Angie's number, but I go, like I say, I will start off with $100 donation. I'm talking about 100 USA. I ain't talking about TT. Pay Nicole. So it's TT money I'm talking about. Every month, I will spend on something for him until he gets a job. No, because I hurt him too much. I gone.
Thank you, Massachusetts. Thank you. Well, guys, here what will happen. So after I speak with Needles and I speak with Kevin, I realized that he left everything at the apartment. So I'm going to try to make some arrangements for him to get whatever is at the apartment. And we will see whatever we can help him with. And as Massachusetts said, he's going to send to help him until he gets a job. And that too, we shall try hard and see what we can do in that aspect. Caller.
Hi,
good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, well, good program today. How are you going?
I'm good.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to, just saw the story with that gentleman and his 2 children, But it just goes to show that there are good fathers in this country, Despite the guy's shortcomings and, probably needs some help, that there are some people, males out there who will take responsibility to take care of the children. Because there are some, what I call some, well, not so good models out there. They abandon the children and then the males that take over, Sharon, I see that you put a little bulletin with this guy from Black Panther, the actor now. Guys, yeah, I was a little shocked too, because I thought it was a joke. But
yeah, I thought so too, I see, but
yeah.
So I had to look good, but apparently he was diagnosed with
he had it when he was still acting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little shock. We also a good one, But I don't know. Because I know there was plans to do the sequel, but now that he's dead, I don't know if they will replace him or maybe they won't go through it. But it's really a loss to the industry, Sharon, I know that you know. I just can't. I want to recommend something now, please.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I know you're talking to the guys right now, but I even have a program to deal with the post election business because I am happy that the PNM won election, but I was really hoping that they would have gotten the seats and Shabana seats point up there.
Caller.
Yes.
That has already gone, you know.
No.
And we have to move on. We have a country to continue to run. For me, that has gone. Going back to that will not solve any purpose. We would not rehash, nor will we win the seat. It has gone. We need to move forward and continue doing what we have to do.
I know, but the reason I'm saying that, Sharon, I remember one time there was certain seats that was considered what they call marginal seats. Remember back in the days when Mr. Khan was running the seat in Otto and now he's under the UNC.
Caller, yes? All seats for me are marginable.
All right,
they are all margin seats. Yeah?
Yeah, but what I was going to say, you know, I still believe that, I don't know, maybe the demographics have changed over the years now, so I just looking at the situation on the next 5 years because it will be nice to see that the party will get hold of some of these seats because what I have noticed is that the other side always hold on to the seat, but with the PNM now, they tend to shift, you know?
And what is the reason for that? Have you ever thought?
What's up?
Have you ever thought the reason for that? Go on, sit down and think about it. And tell yourself. Sit down and think about it. Think about it. When you have people who are very easily fooled and people who are bought very cheap and people who can always be given a promise and sit down there and wait for it to come. So call let me deal with what we're dealing with today, please now. Please.
All right, okay then.
Yeah, let me deal with that. So guys, it's 12:11 p.m. and I promised to play back the audio for you, and I'm going to try to do that now for persons who logged on and didn't hear, and even on the Facebook. The audio wasn't so high.
And then I say, Kuva police station had a report. Say ASP Smith had my report. No other than that. I never disrespect no by here. None matter than my problem, Chad.
If you come and talk to them, I'm going to shop there. They want to tell them. You don't want to know. Yeah, there's something talking about. But there's a problem now.
Don't cry now, boy. Don't cry, boy. Don't cry. That's the Don't cry.
I'm coming to you. Daddy, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Just come outside.
No, how can you sit and hear these children bawling in that manner? If the father was so bad to them, they would not be bawling. They would be glad to get rid of him. They might be trembling. I want us to focus on the children. I want us to do that. And that's what I'm saying. Some of the people on the Facebook, on the YouTube and Facebook, they won't hear in the audio.
I ain't know it. I will take my chair and I'll take my clothes off. You can take it. I know where you belong. You're coming with daddy. Come here with daddy. Come here with daddy. Yeah, go take your sword. Go take your sword. Take your sword. Yeah, I need everything. Oh. Well, let's see what we're going. Hey. Yeah, let me go now. Let me go now. I don't know where we're going, but we're going. I don't know where we're going, but we're going. I don't know where we're going, but we're going, bye. Let me go. I know where we're going.
I lost my house.
Nothing.
Daddy, my house is right here.
Nothing. Your house.
Daddy, my house is right here.
Let me go.
Daddy, take my food.
No, come back here soon and put your thing there.
Daddy.
Relax. I might try to start to go through I'm going to try not to make a you coming out to this, you want to think?
Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon again, my sister Sharon. Yeah, you see that summer? You see those soldiers, I calling on the president. And I calling on the chief of staff, the head of the army to deal with them fellas. Because you know why? That is not a job. And we talking about they don't want to lose work. Look at the trauma that them sending the children through. Look at the trauma. And the president is the head, and the chief of the army. And she's in control, and the head of the army. Because for too long this thing taking place. Everybody must know what is their job and do their job as it ought to be done. That is how this country is stated in. A soldier cannot lock up nobody. So they went there to traumatize the man, to put fear in him. And it's time we stop at this thing. Everybody hold their job and do their job as it ought to be done. And call them guys with it.
But Andrew, instead of putting fear in the man, you put it in the children.
Well, that is what they come to this father, but to attack the father, the children feel in it. Because they don't know nobody else there, you know. But it's a father, it's come like me when he was small and I know my mother. I prayed to God to keep my mother to the rich big man and big woman, and God did it. So I'm feeling it for them children. They're like calling, I don't care what it is, they lose their work, you know. If they lose their work the end of this week, I thought about that because you know why? You have to know what is your job, what is your portfolio. Do not bypass the nest. They are nesting, is there to stay. Do not cross a bound. That's how this country is stated in. There is not no soldier work. There is no soldier work. And the children in them, I call on God, you know. I call on the Almighty God to deal with them, you know. So what is putting those children through? Have a blessed day.
And that is just how the election time and the pandemic and all of that. And one of the candidates here put out one of his tenants. Oh, look, can you believe that? And they want to tell you they're for country and they're for people. And then you have people backing that and supporting it. Overseas caller, good afternoon.
Good morning, Sharon.
Hi, darling.
Oh, good day. Girl, I can't stop crying. Just hearing, watching the video is one thing, but when you put the audio on, this is so heartbreaking.
That's what
Why would somebody do that? Why would people do that to children? I didn't know the army does evict people. This is so sad. This is really, really sad. You know, if there's anything I could do, I would do to help, okay? This is really, really sad. I can't take this. Those two little children.
But Teresa, the first thing is that we had somebody who would have called me immediately this morning, and he called in on the program, and we are already looking at a place for them for now. So that's the major thing, to get them off of the streets. So when I talk to them, when I talk to everybody today, I would call to find out where I can get help so that the gentleman can get whatever belongings is in the house. I saw a double-decker bed, a television and something. He can go and get that so he can put it into the apartment, and we will move from there. Massachusetts is already on his way to send some money for him. When that comes, I'll be giving it directly to him. As a matter of fact, I will make a live and do all that I have to do and bring it back and show you. But, so I'll be calling Jenny, Angie, and a couple of, you know, I'm not going to expose Mr. Chan Sunday to that. But I would, there are a couple of people who message me and say they want to help. We will be we'll be doing that. So, let me say good morning to Mr. Fletcher, who I am sure is not, if he's not listening, he's going to call me to tell me he's going to help with the transport, to move, whatever. So we have kind of things in train. Don't cry, don't get too emotional. I was so this morning when I started, but I realized that help is there.
Just listening to the children.
The children was
just
hard.
Listening to the children.
They broke my heart this morning. Because let me tell you something, Teresa. When I carried Isaiah to school for the first day, Isaiah ball along the place. He threw down himself. He rolled. And girl, when I come out of the gate to go in the vehicle, the man run out of the school like a madman, almost running the road. He don't want me, don't leave me, mommy. And you just imagine that, and those children, how they think. You just imagine.
I know. I just couldn't take listening. It's just when you play the audio, it really, really got to me. Like I watched the video before you put it on, I knew about it, but just hearing the video on its own, it's really, really sad. Anyway, you have a blessed day, and just let me know what I can do, all right?
Okay, Teresa, thank you.
All right, take care. Okay, bye-bye.
Even through the darkest phase, be it thick or thin, always someone much is brave here beneath my skin. And can't stand craving has always been, and can't stand craving has always been.
All right, so guys, I want to tell you sorry for that. To the little old lady that called me, I'll call you back after, and to the gentleman, Needles, with the apartment. So he said to me, don't worry about anything. The place is sort of furnished, and all we may need to get is some utensils. So, oh gosh, Jesus, I tell you, when you ain't coming, you just send an angel. So guys, don't worry. After the program, I'll be doing all the talking. Caller, good afternoon, my dear.
Aaron, my dear, my sweetheart.
Yes,
Good
love.
afternoon to you again.
Good afternoon.
Aaron, our esteemed president
when she addressed the parliament, the joint parliamentary session, she asked, to the only parliament, can we trust you? Can we trust you? And I think she directed it to the police service, to the defense force, to the those guys on the sea, our Coast Guard, our customs officers. Can we trust you? My son and I had a big discussion. It is the most profound question she's asked. What a fantastic delivery. I salute you, our president. Can we trust you? Can we trust all these people who have been given certain powers and so on? Parliamentarians to do the best for the people of Trinidad and Tobago? Officers this morning, when you did that, can we trust you? Police officers, when the guy made the report and you all in turn up, can we trust you? And I leave it there, Sharon, my dear, that we all rally together. You know, as they say, out of evil cometh good. That young man will get his, he's really a dad. And father, according to Massachusetts, he's going to get all the help he needs, both financial, physically, mentally, he's going to get the help. And his children are going to come out, we're going to monitor. Come out bright, shining stars, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Keep up the good work. God bless you. Continue to bless you. You are a shining star. You're born to shine. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very
trust all of them. Thank you.
Mommy Sauce? Oh God, I apologize.
Yeah, no
the phone came off, so I forget I had you holding. Sorry,
no
sorry.
problem.
I will top you back up, don't worry. You know we does operate.
Yeah, no problem with that.
Talk to me.
My God.
You didn't hear it before?
No, I tell you, I come in late. I will go market on a Sunday morning.
Ah, Gil.
So when Sharon, you hear these children?
Gil, that is what sent me in a...
These children, these men who doing that, they have a heart of stone. What kind of human are they that you hear in these children? They even have a little pity. They even try to say, come, somebody, come. And oh gosh, Lord Father, I tell you, they have a heart of stone. Sharon, if I tell you what I do, I cook in some calorie, I do some vegetables. And I hear it when I hear it in child, and I cut to the okra every time and drop it in the peas.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I drop it every gosh. I have to take it out of the okra. Sharon, what? Nah. And this mother, listen to me, I remember it had a little boy, my grandmother was still a sticky book. She mind a little boy. She stay for him this Sunday. The mother asked her to stay for him. Godparent. Her grandmother stay for him this Sunday. The Monday she bring him. He had a workbench in the yard on that birthday tree. She bring him the Monday morning, bright and early. After the Sunday, she say, my grandmother stay for him on the Monday morning. She bring him with 2 pants and a 2 jerseys. And she tell my grandmother, she coming for him tomorrow, which was the Tuesday. She want to go and check out her work. Sharon, he get big man going to school. And he never see her. Don't know what his mother look like. And coming from school in Aranguez one day, that is after she moved up to City, but coming from school in Aranguez one day, he was going to school. And cross the road by the traffic light, City Book by Bush Street. Cross the road by the traffic light. And when he crossed the road there to go home. This woman, she was red. She just appeared in front of him. Just come up in front of him and go, use Anthony. He said, yes. He said, is your mother. That little boy take off in one speed and start a ball. Ball. He runs straight home to my grandmother and ball, Sharon. Because he wants to know who mother you telling me about. I feel you know him, you know, he's selling sour market. He have a big ras for him there.
I feel so.
Yes, he must know.
A brown skin fella?
He said he don't want to see her at all, and he was going to primary school. The big man now, he made sure, and I don't know if he must ever see her again after that, because she never show her face to my grandmother again.
after that. You understand? These people just leave the children and them and go on. It's when they start to do something. When you hear these little babies, hear them. My God, well, I tell you, well, is she, the mother, I want to know how she's thinking. But the father still at the moment, he ain't ball at them, eh? Even though he might have, at that time he frustrated because of what they're doing, but these men, they have a heart. Them is what you call this. I would love to know and see them. Anyway, I think we must need Christine Crambaloo to deal with them. Oh, but we need to deal with them and where she will.
I laugh for the building.
Oh, blame your mother and father. Your mouth big, you will have to whisper.
Yes.
We have 2 months
Oh, God.
Anyway, I got
All right. Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, Miss Felix.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the others know right.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you that the 6th of December, you have until to move?
This was the 6th of September.
Or September?
September.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm and them are no hard boy. The kid man, my son have a body.
All right. So Trinidad and Tobago and the World by Extension listening again. You can share the live on the Street 919 FN or our Facebook page. You can share the live to your friends and family. And of course, you'll be streaming on YouTube on Street live stream. And just to let you know, this evening, tonight, Sunday, August 30th, we have Reggae Sunday at 7 p.m. I think my friend, good friend, and the third Titan, Duke, is going to be on. Iowa Stage will be live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, Neil Iowa George Facebook page, Iowa TV, and the Street on YouTube. Please make your online donation before or during the show to fundmetnt.com. You simply search Iowa Stage, then select the campaign for the night you are donating to. From there, payment is as with all online transactions using your credit card or your debit card. Persons in Trinidad not doing online transactions can still support with donations at the First Citizen Bank account 1999010 in the name of Trini Bashment Limited. For my foreign fans, please use Cash App payable to Neil Iowa George. Don't forget to tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts. Iowa Stage one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music. Pantrin Bago and U-Store, Lady Hales Avenue in San Fernando. All right? Ay. Oh, you know, I kind of cry. Just cry for everything, but oh God, boy, this thing. Caller, good morning, good afternoon, sorry.
Yeah, hello, you hear me?
Yes, 323?
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
Miss Felix.
Yes, sir.
You know something people ain't watching? Why the man bring soulless to evict a person from a house or to deal with them? What is a soulless job? A soulless not to come and talk to you? You know them trying to save that man from a dread beating? People ain't studying that.
Caller, you're observant like first time.
When the man started to cuss and carry on, it's only because of them little children there and them children started to cry. Why? Come on, you go outside now. They took you outside now.
And that was to take him outside.
What are you going to do when they cry outside? For me, the whoever dealing with them still had to deal with them for as well, Jet, and the landlord. Because people say the landlord knowing that. How them reach there? The landlord will bring them there. So has to be some connection with them and the landlord. I say
no, but the landlord told him he brought some people to talk to him.
Right.
So the landlord had to know who these people are.
Yes. I said thank God for the little trend. This man in black and blue this morning. All right, whatever. I no longer trying to get to say that I ain't know what he's saying about that. Okay, you all have a lovely day. Reach home safe.
Thank you very much, caller. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Felix. Just as with the caller now was saying, the children and them save him from a good licking, but I think some in the conversation you see that how he called the mother, the children mother, and she hung up the phone or something, so?
He said he called her
Yeah.
Apparently, the conversation of which the neighbor would have thought something was relying to him, or I don't know, however he get involved. He was on the phone with the children mother.
Same observation. Felix, you see, children, if he wasn't a good father to those children, they'd not be calling behind him like that. I telling you as a citizen, if you was watching, telling you like it is. And according to most of the callers, the chief of staff in defense force must look into this matter and see where those soldiers went wrong and punish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Colin. I know that some of you would not have heard that audio. And I know when you hear it, you would have a lot of different comments talking about the persons who weren't hearing the program and who came onto the live after a while. Grandy?
Yes, sir.
Right, talk to me.
Yeah, good day. I sit down here from the start of your program, and I'm amazed. I'm in shock, Sharon, to hear how those soldiers them get on at the residence with children involved. Sharon, I really think people in high authority should investigate this matter, because soldiers coming off of the duty and going to a special job, I want to know if they get authorization. Sharon, I'm very hurt. Me and my wife this morning here, when that little child called for their daddy. So I know he's a good father to them. I listen how they asking their daddy if the soldier's going to come back. It hurt me this morning to hear that. And I hope the president also talk about good, and she's in charge of the defense force. I only hope this would reach her desk, because she has the citizens the right, any complaint they have, and she will, when she gets time, she will investigate it. I only hope it reach her desk, Sharon. Okay? You have a nice day.
Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon. You have to speak up a little bit for me.
Yes. Those children, so traumatized.
Caller? Keep it together, otherwise I wouldn't be able to finish the program.
And I can just imagine the situation like that. You see, the trauma with their mother leaving was exacerbated there just now with the father situation. Because mommy done gone again already. And it's only daddy we have. But we have to focus on those children have the main ingredient. Those children are loved. Like that man must have promised them, when you see when she leaves and you say, don't worry, I ain't going to leave all you. I will take care of all you. That kind of adoration by that children, all they want to know is, daddy, we want to go with you. That is all. They do nothing else. Then the money, whatever toy or whatever thing that they can take. But those children are loved. That is one African man. That is the standard for African men. African men love their children. We always look to focus on who does abandon and who does abandon. That is not the norm. Yes, there are rogue people in every race. They tell you in the white community, them who does go and hunt down them missing fathers is by far outnumber the black ones. You understand? That is the standard. A black man full of love, and he loves my mother to it, but she decided to go. That man is loved, and those children are loved. Oh God, all doors must be open to them. Alrighty. Take care.
Thank you very much, caller. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
Hello. I'm good.
Nice.
But I'm not so good right about now what I just heard. Sharon, is that the gentleman, the landlord, is he or was he an ex-person in the
I don't know. I don't know.
Because if you're an ex-officer, how come you still have all that around? I just asking that. You know? Because I know that if there is a domestic situation and you call for the police, first thing they're telling you is they don't get involved in certain things. So, how come up just so these soldiers came and get involved in something like that? You know, I just asking. Right? And I really feel it for those children. Really, really and truly. You know, but God be with the father, and I hope that, you know, whatever little you all are going to do for him, that, you know, you'll catch himself and be able to move on from there. And that is really, really traumatizing.
We had one issue where the mother left them, locked the door and left them butt naked. That's what the father said to us, left them butt naked. They came and made them cry all along the place. And then because he lost his job because of the COVID, so he was placed.
So he lost his job because of COVID, and she decided to walk?
Well, I don't know if she'd know. I think after she walked before that.
Okay.
But he said he had an attitude problem.
Right.
He explained everything to us.
Okay.
I told him to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and he did so. And
Okay,
he's
because
looking
I
for
missed
help.
that part,
and
but
so.
what I'm saying is, all right, so even if he admitted that he has an attitude problem or whatever the case is, so you forget that you carried those children for 9 months and you just upped and walk out. So the next man you meet, he wouldn't have nothing wrong with it.
But not even nothing being wrong. Now the next man, you make a child, and if you have an attitude the same way, you walk out and leave the child.
But that's to imply that nothing will be wrong with him, so that when the next person you meet, everything is fine and dandy. So that's it. So you forget you have two little ones behind. No man, you feel it.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, I swear. All right, I'm going.
Okay, darling. What I tell you, I have real attitude. Real attitude, and sometimes I feel Jakes could walk out and leave me too, and he had attitude, real attitude. I could walk out too and go, but I ain't leaving my child. And then, sometimes you just have to look back at what you accomplish in life. Let me work it out. Let me try, hard as it is, and work it out. But it's a lesson for all of us who have nasty attitude, and I'm putting myself in it. I'm telling all you. You have to think of what you're doing. Think before you act. It's important. The attitudes don't carry you nowhere. Whether it be for politics, for whatever, home life, wherever, it don't add up. Caller, good afternoon. Caller, good afternoon. Caller, you on the air, good afternoon. Okay, you just called to hold up the line. All right, so guys, let me tell you. Massachusetts has already gone out, and I know you're afraid to go outside these days. He has already gone out and sent me, I'm seeing, right, so he already went to Western Union and sent me a picture of the stuff that he sent. Thank you very much, Massachusetts. I'll be trying to get that today and giving it to the gentleman because I'm sure he has nothing.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Good afternoon.
And how are you?
I am great.
Well, that's what I saw there this afternoon. I find those three gentlemen should be out of the surface. And you have a nice evening, a nice day tomorrow, Independence Day.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. And you know what? My independence will be well spent, because my independence will be spent, and it has started helping this man together with all of you, Needles and his wife, and all of you, Massachusetts, all of you who have called in, every single one of you. Caller, good afternoon.
Sharon,
Yeah, Dudu.
as you say that about attitude, I started laughing because my husband, when he was here, if we had any little problem, I'm not leaving my little Georgie bundle. My Georgie bundle goes with me wherever I go. So you know what he used to tell my neighbors and them, because we had a business and they used to find that he was very friendly and I was serious. So he used to say to them, he said, listen to me, you see my wife all the time, I say she's serious. But don't come around her with any attitude, please, because she's the manufacturer of attitude. So as you say that, I start to laugh, because that was a joke to me. So I was known as the manufacturer of attitude. Everybody have attitude, okay?
I have
And if
it.
the guy-
I just tell people,
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah, and if the guy, he has an attitude. Well, right, so people could change. So let's just stop the nonsense and help the guy as we could. Okay?
Well
Have a great
said.
day, honey. And happy independence to all.
Thank you very much. Caller, WhatsApp caller, good afternoon.
Pleasant good afternoon to you, Miss Sharon Felix.
Good afternoon.
Miss Sharon Felix. Well, landlords, the problem that we have now with landlords, I don't know if you can remember, excuse me, a few years ago, I think they had found some ammunition some ammunition in a barrel in South.
Mm-hmm.
You'll read from there. It was changed with that minister. Let us go back some years ago with that minister, with landlords, so that the friends could have benefit where landlord is concerned. Certain things was changed with him. And to my people who are listening, I'm asking, yes, we as mothers, as fathers, we all are hurting. Dry our tears. Dry it for the children. And let us cry to the relevant authority to get justice for those children with those soldiers. Because what they did, it ripping us apart, yes. Help is on the way for the children and them. Help is on the way for that gentleman. And here, what he can change. He will get the counseling to change. God is good. God hear and he answer prayer. Because you see where he admit, where he have a problem, he admits it. And there's nothing that God cannot change. So my people who are listening, let us cry and get justice for those children with those 3 soldiers. And let his friend know one another what they can do. And let his friend, let it go to his friend, the friend to help. That is the cry. We have to get justice for those children. Thank you very much, Ms. Sharon. You have a wonderful independence. You be safe. Love you. Love on.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you very much. Ah, boy. Caller, good afternoon.
You know, that is one young man I would like to meet. No, seriously, I love to meet young African men like that. I would love to meet that young man, but probably I never will. Who knows? But just tell him for me, a lady who would call in and say she is so proud of him. I am beaming with pride for him, attitude and all. Attitude he can fix. But just tell him how proud I am of him. You notice I haven't touched on the part of the mother leaving the children.
Yes.
This is what you're hearing now, that she left them naked and bawling. I cannot touch on that. I cannot comprehend that. I simply cannot process a woman leaving her children. You know? I hear they say that somebody mentioned cattle horn never too heavy for his head. I cannot comprehend. You know, mentally I try to, and I can't address that. But who knows? Thank you. Just tell him that's please, and tell him I'll call or say, at least I'll be happy knowing that you personally told him A caller said she is proud of him. Continue to be strong. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear. Caller, good afternoon.
Miss Felix.
Yes.
This man was under pressure. And you feel like he was talking to his kids till them turn on him and you have attitude problem. You understand? But you know, to me, when the child said, Daddy, where we going? And the man answered and said, I don't know where we going. That is what we think, you know. But if you had the 6th of September to leave there, why it is the army, the soldiers and them come and put him out? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That is a serious thing. You have till the 6th of September, so you can't come and put the man just so.
Well, caller, he gone. We found a place. A gentleman, Needles, has given us a place. We're going to talk to him, and he's out of there.
You have some lawsuit so fast here, man. Do something shall happen there. Them little children and them boys, Daddy, where we going? I don't know where we going. We just going. That is what will tell me, you know. My friend of a God.
Thank you so kindly, my dear. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Afternoon.
We have a bigger problem, you know. Yeah, what is the bigger problem?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the landlords taking advantage of these people. And they're paying 3,000, 3,500, 4,000 for small apartments. The new Minister of Housing, I know the Dr. Rowley had a plan where you had to put in, I think in Harmony whole area, where you had to put in a percentage of money, and they would believe they need to do some more of that in a bigger way, so that people could get their own housing, so they don't have to depend on these unscrupulous landlords. So when they were paying 3,500, they could probably put on the 2,000 and still survive, and end up having the own that they could then pass on to their children. That is something the minister has to look at really seriously, because the COVID has brought a lot of tears to a lot of people. We have a lot of people who are trying to help now that on the streets because they get put up on the landlord.
Yep, so true.
So we have to do something, Sharon. We have to do something.
Okay, my dear.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you very much. I know that my friend Chad's grandmother is going to be enjoying this song, and other persons who would have always tell me, I want you to play this for me. But let me take the last call because it's time for me to leave here. Caller, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Anytime you come down south, I want you to pass in gas solar. I'll give it $300 to the beyond.
Okay, what you have to do is call Angie. Call 787 1571.
Yeah.
She'll take all the information. So when we're heading down we're going to Shogunas, Couva, going down to, we have to reach as far as La Brea and I think Siparia, we would make our stops.
All right, then I'll write the number down.
787 1571. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, God, I thought you was finished, but we have to go. So, guys, the word for today is light. The light of God surrounds me. When darkness casts shadows in my life, or in the life of someone I care about, I call upon the divine light that lives within me and expresses as me. Just as the light of the sun illuminates the sky, the light of God illuminates my mind, brightens my soul, and warms my heart, even trying or even during life's darkest moments. The light of God is always shining within me, just as it shines within all people. Basking in this light, I find the strength and the power to lift myself up through acts of service and loving kindness. I can be the light that helps guide others through any darkness they may be facing. Every smile, kind words, thoughtful deed, or offer of help has a potential to brighten someone's day. They rise in the darkness as a light for the upright. They are gracious, merciful, and righteous. Psalms 112:4. Trinidad and Tobago, this is where I got to leave it for today. And as I say, and I will continue to tell you, do not allow anybody to hamper or darken your light. So the negative and the hate, I do accept it. I'm not going to accept it. Trinidad and Tobago, I want to thank all of you for your calls, all of you for your comments, all of you for your contribution. And thank you, Needles, from the bottom of my heart on behalf of Kevin and those 2 children. So I'll be calling you in a short while and we'll make our preparation someday. Trinidad and Tobago, this is where I leave it. I'm going. Love you guys.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
On Iowa Stage this week, Wednesday, August 26th at 7 p.m. Till we have worship featuring Leon Grant. Thursday, August 27th, it's Pun Night featuring Panis Roy Orman live at 7 p.m. On Friday night, August 28th at 7 p.m. It's Calypso Night. We have Skatey Saturday night. We will be having Chris Garcia and Cassie. And we close off the weekend with Reggae Sunday. Iowa Stage will be live on the street.
Pay him, hey, pay him, a pim. Have a new style, me go bring pim. This is Bling Fox, the entertainer, the king of all dance. You can catch me one-on-one on Iowa George Stage, live streaming on Facebook, Neil Iowa George, on YouTube, Iowa TV, on Instagram, Iowa George. Make it a day, the 30th of August, 7 p.m. Bling Fox, big and bad, hammer that.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.